Hello there, welcome back to another fabulous show here on Crafters TV. My name's Joe and this is Cartload. Cartload is where you find bargains galore. We bring you some of the best offers of the week in this Thursday evening show, which is fantastic. And this Cartload is all featuring the products of Hunkydory. We couldn't do a Hunkydory show, or at least a Hunkydory Cartload, without Mr. Hunkydory himself here at Crafters TV. Craig's with us. How are you, Craig?
Oh, I'm doing good, thank you. What a really good day it's been today here on Crafters TV. Full day with me and you, and we get to end it here with one of my favourites, out of Crafters Companion, of course, and that's Hunkydory Crafts. Have a look at some of the things I expect to see. Now, Joe, we made this live on my Facebook Live from home last night, done a little bit of a preview with you all. And then, what about this one here? Now, we made this in Wake Up Call this morning. So this one here that I just showed you there is something that's brand new that you've not seen on Crafters TV before. We have got a new configuration with rose quartz, foiled acetate that we've not seen before on Crafters TV. Sunflower collection is also back as well. Then we've got some brand new little books here. So we've got the Happy Hippos, then we have got your thank yous, and then we have got, look at these gorgeous little girls, flower children's within here. But little books, what about little DL books? Look at this one here with your circus. We've gone all foxy as well. And then this is just one of many stamp sets that we've also got on the show as well.
Who doesn't love a dancing unicorn?
Dancing unicorn.
Who doesn't love a dancing unicorn?
Who doesn't like your dancing unicorns? So whether it's paper craft collection, whether it's stamps, whether it's moonstone dies with your little gifts, gift boxes as well. Really good selection as well when it comes to Hunkydory and Cartload.
Absolutely, loads in the show, loads of great discount. Almost everything in the show is half price, but what we don't have is a shed load of stock. So I would urge you, early doors, to pop yourself over to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.au. Click that shop the show button, have a look at everything that is coming up. There are some new products to us here at Crafters TV, and I'm going to go through a couple of those right off the bat because I'm expecting these first two collections I'm sharing with you to be very, very busy. What you firstly got is the Everlasting Memories collection. Now, what you're going to get in here is your topper collection. So you are going to get 8 sheets of your die, cut and foil toppers. You're going to get 2 of each sheets that I'm showing you. So it's 4 designs and you're getting 2 of each of everything here. You're then going to get 8 sheets of printed and 8 sheets of printed and foiled cardstock in here, as you can see. 4 designs here, which is fantastic. So you've got all of that in there. Now you are going to get the inspiration sheet, as you always do. Not often we share these with you though. Double-sided papers you've got in here. 36 sheets, I believe, of these ones. So 160 GSM, these double-sided, work beautifully together. And then you've also getting your inserts in here too. 24 inserts for you in this collection, 8 designs, 3 of each. Really lovely imagery which pulls all the way through into the topper artwork, which is fantastic. Not ending there though, also with this one you are going to get a tag pad. Now these are awesome. You know, like if you're like me and obsessed with tags, you're going to absolutely adore these. Again, that same artwork and imagery carried all the way through. Rip these out. They've actually got the hole already. Let me just pop that out. Punched into the top of there as well. So a little ribbon through there. That is a tag good to go. The price is off the chart on this. $18.98 or $27.98 is your price here on these. 10% though of this has already sold out and gone. Something else that's new to us here at Crafters TV that I want to share with you is the Little Book Cartload collection. Now these are brilliant because in each one of these, 144 sheets, 24 designs, 6 of each here. Now the brilliant thing is that if you love to traditionally decoupage, you are going to absolutely love this imagery. The wonderful thing about this is it's all themed around floral. So you can see you've got things like your willow in here, poppy. You've got these lovely little fairy-esque ethereal characters in that one. So that one there is your flower children. You've also got, it's me, Happy Hippos. If I was a little book, this would be the one that I am. This is awesome. It has got some really fun artwork and designs in here. The other great thing about these is that because you get 6 of each of these, if like Craig, you love a bit of fussy cutting, you love to traditionally decoupage, this is an option for you. And then also finally in this 3-piece collection, you have got thank you in here too. And these are really modern. I love these. They're quite funky. They're a little bit sassy in places, but who isn't, let's face it. Really fun collection. Again, 144 pages in that one for you. $14.98 or $22.48 if you want to go for those. There are some products that I'm quite concerned about stock-wise, and I'm going to run you through a few of those right now. The Rose Quartz collection is 30% gone, £30 or $45 for that one. This one is already in danger of selling out. 80%'s gone. I think it'll be our first sellout, and it's a great price for you. Half price there, $4.99 or $7.49 if you want to go for that one. We've got some fantastic gift bag dies for you. You get 2 in here, so you're going to make 2 different size. You get the flutterbys and the geometrics. 30% of that one has gone, half price for you. You've got another set of Moonstone dies. You've got the Posy gift box and the Sweetheart gift box here. 30% gone, $24.99 or $36.49 if you want to get those ones. We've also got a fantastic teddy bear collection in here. Now you get 24 sheets of adorable scoreable and a 48 sheet 8x8 pad. Half price, also half gone. You wanted to be quick for that one. The Peony Promise, you've seen it before, you love it, and that is why it's already limited stock. £22.48 or $33.23 if you want to get your hands on that one. You can still use all of your club-inspired discounts, even across third-party brands like Hunkydory. If you want the craft glue pen, $1.99 or $2.99, half gone there on that one. Definitely get yourself to the website and shop ahead. Go over to our website, click the Shop the Show button. You'll see absolutely everything that's coming up. Get in touch with me in all the normal ways. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. There's going to be lots of sellouts, but there's also going to be loads of fantastic inspiration for you in this show. Craig, where on earth do we begin?
Where do we begin? Where do we begin? We begin right at the start of Everlasting
It's a very good place to start.
Here. It is, really good place. You don't want to start at the end.
No.
Unless you want to start at the beginning. Right, Everlasting Memories here. You guys absolutely adored this on Facebook Live last night. You phenomenally wanted to get that into your basket, and that's exactly what you've been doing throughout today. Now, we're going to start off with a nice elegant card, but a really luxurious card. What I have done is I have taken a couple of elements from this topper sheet here. So this one is titled Joyful Moments here. Straight away, this colour tone in the imagery, this sets the scene of the full collection. It is adorable scoreable as all of them, and it is matte-tastic, so that just means that you can still ink and stamp onto them if you want. So what I have done is I have popped out some of these toppers here. So within these toppers, what you get is you get 2 topper sheets, 2 matching, and then you get 2 foiled background sheets, like that one, and then you get 2 patterned ones as well that we can see here. So what I've done is I've already just popped out a few bits, and then what we're going to do is let's start to create a really nice card in here. However, what we are going to do as well, I have taken some circle nesting dies from my own stash. These are large circle nesting dies that I had in my stash. So what I've done is I have cut 3 of them. For anyone that wants to know that may have your own large circle nesting dies, this one is 7 by 7 in width. So what I've done is I've done 3 of them. So let's take this one here. Now one of them I folded in half, and I have also folded a little lip on one edge here. And what this is going to enable us to do is create our circle easel card. And this is using some gold mirror cardstock. So what I'm going to do is press that one into place. Then what we're going to do is I've already got my red liner tape on these ones. So if I peel these ones off,
Craig.
You're
out of the box tonight.
Red liner for these ones here. So if I don't, when I'm doing construction, if I don't use tacky glue or a wet glue, I'll use a red liner. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to layer this one over the top, press that one into place. This is now going to give me my basis of my circle easel card that we can see here.
Fantastic.
So then what I've done, we'll see this just close up in a minute. we will then see, there we go.
It looks like a medal.
It does, doesn't it? Does look like a medal.
What would it be a medal for? Fastest foam pad finger.
Could be. It could be, yeah. That's a mouthful on a Thursday
Yeah.
night, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Then what I've done, still using the set of nesting dies that I have in my stash, I've gone from the next size down, and this is Adorable Scoreable from the Teddy Loves collection that we've also got on the show as well, the A4 Adorable Scoreable. So what I'm going to do is I've already got my tape already on the back, so I'm going to layer this one up. And with this colour here, this is going to work beautifully, like all of you were saying on Facebook Live last night with Sarah's Vintage Diary collection. The colours that just complement them just beautifully. So start to incorporate this Everlasting Memories collection with Sarah's. So that is that top layer. Now using the coordinated background cardstock, and I've taken the one that's got the accent foil onto it, I've then taken the third layer down from my circle nesting dies. So if I've taken my back off here, this one I am popping up on our foam pads, and I want to make sure I get this into the right position. So I'm going to pop this one into place here.
Now, you did a 3-hour Facebook Live last night, didn't you, Craig? Was this one of the collections that you focused on during your Facebook Live?
It was.
So if people want even more inspiration, they could go back and watch that after the show.
They can do. This card here I showed at the beginning, this is what we made live on Facebook Live last night. So this is using a combination of elements from the Everlasting Memories collection. It's also using that Adorable Scoreable from the Teddy Loves selection. And I've also showed you, and I'm going to do it here, how you can make your own paper flowers as well. So that is our top layer here. Now, very similar, Joe, what I've done is I have done the same for the next layer at the bottom. But what I've done is I've just chopped along the top here to make that flush against the edge. What I've also done is taken a leftover piece from the Adorable Scoreable pattern foiled cardstock that comes and matches the topper I'm using. That's then going to go into here. And also within one of the sheets, you get luxurious gold foiled borders.
Beautiful.
That's going to go onto here. And then this bit here, Joe, this is actually a bit of waste that comes next to the actual border strips. So that's going to go into here. So I'm going to start to assemble this bit before we go on to the next stage.
Awesome. June saying the Everlasting Love collection is so pretty. Sandra says as well, question, have seen the gilding flakes. Any chance you could demonstrate them at some point in the show, Craig?
Hopefully, Georgina, if we get a chance. Does that sound like a plan? Don't see why not. I did say last night I was going to try and do them on my Facebook Live, and time just got away with us. So I don't see why we won't have a spare few minutes or so to use them within the show.
So stay tuned for that, Sandra. Christine's asking, big question, do you have the sample of the Moonstone gift box dies or know the dimensions of them, both sets? We are going to look at those in a little bit later in the show, Craig, aren't we?
We are indeed.
So we will come to those soon, Christine, I promise. Shall I see if it's on the packaging?
Go for it.
All right, excellent. I'm just going down to my craft vault down here.
That big craft vault that you've got down here.
It's massive, honestly.
Hunkydory goodness down on there. So while you're doing that, Joe, what I'm doing is I'm just going to overlay them along the bottom, or along the top, whichever way that you're looking at it.
I don't have the measurements on them, but when we get to them a little later. Have you got finished samples of them, Craig?
I don't have finished samples of the gift boxes. We're going to be having a look at these live throughout the show.
We did have a look at one in the wake-up call, didn't we? They're pretty substantial styles. We'll come to them a little bit later in the show, Christine, so hopefully you'll get a better idea then of sizing-wise with those. Any other questions you've got, get them in. I am here for you. I'll pop them over to Craig. Elaine saying, hi, Craig. I've finally mastered your bow-making technique. So simple.
Excellent.
And turns out beautifully every single time.
Glad to hear.
That's awesome. Jean says, good afternoon, Craig and Joel. I love Hunkydory. You're in the right place then, Jean, in that case. Julie saying how beautiful the kits are. Caroline loves Hunkydory as well. And Judy saying hi from Jamestown, New York, watching Craig's Facebook Live from last night. Wonderful card that he made.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Glad that you enjoyed it last night, and that's why I've done it, to give you a bit of a preview as to what to expect, so that as soon as they went live this morning here in the UK time-wise, you were able to snap up a few bargains. So what I'm doing now, Joe, is that is then giving us the basis of our circle easel card that we can see here. So what I've done as well is I've already popped out the toppers here. Now this one has got your old-fashioned sewing machine on this one here.
Cute.
And I've taken the outer ring as well. You also get an inner foiled frame. I've popped that out. I'm not actually going to use it though, which it is here. So you could be using that elsewhere if you want. So I'm going to start to assemble these bits, including a few topper bits, before I show you how to do the flower to finish off.
Excellent. Rebecca also would like to see the gilding. There's a lot of pro gilding flake comments coming through, so hopefully see those later. It's rare that we have all three colours of the gilding flakes in stock as a multi-buy. So if you do want them, I definitely snap them up quickly. They are available for you over on the website. You can get all three pots of them for £10 or £14.99, £8 or £11.99 as a Club Inspire Platinum member, so definitely grab those. Right, Christine Mahoney, I hope you are all ears because I've got measurements for you. These are all in centimetres. Flutterby is an 11 by 16, so that's the finished article. Awesome. The geometrical, 15 by 9.5. Posy, 9 by 8.5. Sweetheart, 5.5 by 8. I hope that helps you out, Christine.
And can I just say, I don't want to drop Christine in it, but Christine was meant to be working yesterday. And she was watching my Facebook. Well, she was watching.
Craig.
And she had the volume turned down. So
Did
she could watch. Yeah.
At work?
At work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did indeed.
He's dobbed you in, Christine.
I know. If your boss has watched it. What I'm doing now, Joe, this is how it's starting to look that we can see from up above here. Coming together really nice. Now you could start to add your own little flower embellishments, whether it's the flower forming, maybe it's Sharon Callis's collection that we had on earlier on. But if you want to create your own little simple flowers, what I've done is I've taken one of the patterned double-sided papers that are within the set. And what I'm doing is very, very roughly, Joe, doesn't need to be exact, cut some kind of circle. Some kind of circle, doesn't have to be exact. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to create a bit of a spiral effect. So I'm going to work all my way around until we get within to the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and use one of my quilling tools that we had earlier on in masterclass. Alternatively, you can be using your tweezers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I'm going to just feed that in. Now I'm going to start to quill all the way around, and I'm going to do it loosely. I'm not overly concerned if it's going to fall out, if it's coming together. I want to start to get a quilled shaped floral flower. And because of these ones, with the papers on these ones here, they are the good quality of them. I believe they're around about, I want to say about 160 GSM, I want to say. I believe it is, yeah, 160 GSM for the double-sided papers. So what I'm doing now is I'm just manoeuvring them a little bit, and because they're 160, if I let go, they're still going to hold their shape.
Oh, nice.
That we can see here. But what I am going to do, let's bring in a little bit of hot glue. And I would say hot glue is going to be best for this one, because it's going to give you that instant stick. You can use glue gel, but what's going to happen is you're going to have to wait on it drying. So let's start to quill it back into shape. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to hold that just for a moment or two. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip it upside down. I'm going to give it a little bit of a squash. Ooh. I'm going to give it a little bit of a squash, and then I'm going to come round. And then what we can do is just maneuver it, maneuver your fingers, give it a little bit distressed look. If you tear little bits, absolutely fine. Doesn't need to be exact. So then there, we're going to be left with a curvature of a little rose of floral. Bringing in a few that I've already done already. And depending on the size of the circle you cut, depends on how big it's going to be. So let's bring in our card here. Let's go back into our glue. So I've got a bigger one here and two kind of smaller ones, which has worked out fine. So let's go in with our hot glue again. Now I'm going to go into here, and then what I'm doing is I'm going to position these ones, one at a bit of an angle, this one at a bit of an angle, and then what we can do is if we lift this one up, then we're going to come into this one here. We can then finish this one off down into there.
Colours. Rebecca says the card is beautiful, Craig, don't I? I just love Hunkydory is what she says. It's beautiful.
Look at that. Isn't it just lovely? How elegant does that look as well? You could, if you want, you could have this so it sits further back. You're just going to then pop your stopper further back if you want. We do have the... I've lost my train of thought there.
Oh no.
That'll think of me.
Oh,
That'll come to me.
No.
Glue pen, that's
glue
what it
pen,
was.
that's it.
If you want to use little dots of your Gildan flakes, would work well. How lovely is that?
Beautiful, really
Maybe
lovely.
Then go around with a bit of Gildan wax as well. It's entirely up to yourself, but that's just one of many, many ways that you can use it, everlasting memories.
Awesome. Let's recap exactly what's in there. So you're going to get that inspiration. Try that again. You're going to get that awesome inspiration sheet in there as you do with all of the Hunkydory collections. Then what you're getting is you're getting 8 sheets of your toppers. You're going to get 2 each of these I'm about to share with you just here, which is brilliant. So there's loads in there. And I love the way that Hunkydory uses every single element of these sheets too. We then move on to the 16 sheets of your patterned and foiled cardstock. So you're going to get 8 of each of those within there, which is fantastic. So you've got those. What you've then got is the double-sided papers. Now, is it 12 of these you're getting, I believe? And these are awesome. Don't often see double-sided papers with Hunkydory, but you've got 4 designs here, and you get 3 of each of those, which is brilliant. What we've then got for you is the inserts, 24 inserts within this collection, and it's the same imagery from the main collection, but it is just carried through in a more muted style, which is fantastic. So you're also going to get those ones in there too. What you then have is you've got the tag pad. Love these. I think they're absolutely fantastic. If you, like me, love tags, you're going to really enjoy these. They've already got the hole punched through the top of them there. All you need to do is just pop a bit of a ribbon through there and they are good to go. 20% now of this one has gone. Brand new to us here at Crafters TV and on a half price deal, which is amazing. Don't forget also that you can use your Club Inspired discount on there. Platinum members, you're looking at $15.18 or $22.38 to get your hands on those ones. Now, we are going to move on to the sunflower collection. Love this. 30% now gone here on your sunflower collection. Now what you've got in here, a little bit of a different one here. We've got vellums in here firstly, so I'll just share these with you, and they are absolutely, I think they're called parchment. Basically, the difference between vellum and parchment is the manufacturing process. It's all to do with the ingredients that are in there, which is why they're sometimes called parchment, sometimes called vellum. So you've got all of your parchments in here. Oh, they smell incredible. So they are in there for you, which is awesome. They do smell gorgeous. What we've then got in here are your toppers. So you're going not your toppers, your inserts, sorry. So you're getting the inserts in here with the same imagery pulled through. Is it 36 inserts in this one, I believe you get? So they are in there. What we've then got is your topper collection. Now, same with the other topper collections, you're going to get 8 sheets, 4 designs, 2 of each in here, 2 of each of what I'm showing you, and they've all got that wonderful sunflower theme carried. There's a random sheet of Century Repel in there. You're all going to get those awesome designs carried all the way through. So you get 2 of this one too. Really great. A really great variety of shapes in here too, and you've even got a little alphabet in there for adding things like your initials. Then what we move on to, you are going to get, of course, the inspiration sheet, as you do with all of these Hunkydory collections. So you're going to get that in there, which is fantastic. And then what you're getting is your printed and your foiled cardstock too. Let me just turn that around so I get this all the right way for you. And the foiling is quite muted, it's quite accented, which I think is quite nice. And again, I love that you've got that red tone, which is breaking up those yellows and oranges within here. An awesome collection. Again, it's half price, $19.99 in the UK, $28.99 in the US. However, 30% of that has also already gone. Oh my, we're on to rose quartz. What a whopper of a collection this is. Now, let me just move some of these bits out of the way. I've got some finished samples and some extra bits there for you. Now, let's start off with then in here. Let's start off with the top. I always like to start with the toppers. I don't know why. So I'm going to dig the toppers out first. Now, oh, actually, do you know what? I like starting with the toppers, but I'm not going to. Do you know why? I've just spotted the vellum. Honestly, guys, this is an eleganza extravaganza. Let me show you these. They are beautiful. So what you've got in here are these vellums, and not vellums, sorry, they're acetates. That's what I was going for. But what you've got is they're almost like a construction weight acetate, and they've got this foiling on them, which is just exquisite, as you can see here. Let me pull a few of these different ones out for you so you can see them. How gorgeous are these? First time, Craig was telling me earlier, we've had the printed acetates, or foiled acetates on from Hunkydory. So you're going to get those in there. You're getting quite a few of these as well. There's quite a lot of those in there, and they are absolutely beautiful. Really nice, great for adding a little bit of difference to things like your shaker cards in there. You get 16 sheets of those, 4 designs, 4 of each. You are, of course, going to, as always, get your inspiration sheet in here, which is fantastic. And these are invaluable, really, because if you are new to crafting and maybe you struggle with composition or something like that, these have got all of that in there for you too. Let's move on to the toppers. So the toppers, 4 designs, 2 of each, going to give you 8 in total, which is brilliant. So these are your foiled and die cut toppers in here, which is fantastic. You will get 8 of these. So they're all in there. What we then got, I might better turn these that way so I don't get confused. There we go. You're then going to receive 8 sheets of foiled and printed cardstock and 8 sheets of printed cardstock, again with that same imagery pulled all the way through. So you've got those. Then what you've got, and hopefully Craig's going to show us these a little later, is you've then got your card concepts within here. Now the card concepts, you've got 2 designs in here, an easel card and a pretty pop-up. You make 4 of each. There's 8 concept cards in there in total. We'll have a look at those in a little bit more detail as we go through the show. We then have, I'm going to leave that bit to the end, I'm going to come on to the inserts, because the inserts are always gorgeous from Hunkydory. I think what's lovely, 36 in here, 12 designs, 3 of each. What's lovely is they don't make them too fussy, the inserts, which I think is really just what you're after, isn't it? They are a really lovely quality. I think 160 GSM. You have the same imagery there pulled through as well into the inserts. And then last but by no means least, we're going to finish this off with the little book of Rose Quartz Dreams. And again, it is so classy, this collection. You've got your schmetterlings in there, you've got florals, there's swans. It's a really lovely collection. 144 pages, 6 designs, sorry, 6 each of 24 designs. You have loved this collection already, and I need to let you know that a whopping great 40% of that has gone. We're only 28 minutes into this Hunkydory Cartload, so definitely snap that up. Something else that I think you're going to want to put in your basket to go with it, but we have substantially less of this than we do of the Rose Quartz Dream. I need to actually let you know this double-sided 8x8 pad is now limited stock, so you will need to be super quick for this one. It's going to complement that Rose Quartz Dreams collection absolutely beautifully. 48 double-sided sheets in there, 4 designs, 12 designs, 4 of each there in that one, which is absolutely fantastic. So do grab that if you like it. You will need to be quick for it though. We're going to move on to some DL pads or topper pads here, as you can see. These are fantastic. 72 sheets in here, 18 designs, 4 of each. So really lovely. The ability to decoupage some of these up if you want to. I just think these are super fun. This one is a circus themed. Gosh, what are we going to do for the second hour? Half the stock of this has gone here. I think we're going to have to go home early or just do some tap dancing. Or maybe we just have to demo. Maybe I'll go home. You can stay here and demo.
I'll just demo Hunkydory products.
Brilliant. Then what you've got is feeling foxy. We've got some foxy fun for you as well here, which again, very playful, really lovely imagery all the way through. There's 144 sheets in total across these, look at that chappy there, across these 2 collections. I think they're super cute, really lovely, make a really easy, quick and simple DL card if you wanted to. Let me just grab some samples of those to show you actually. I'm going to have to keep bending down tonight. I mean, so much stuff that I cannot get it all out on the counter. Look at this, isn't that awesome? Really beautiful little gatefold card there, as you can see. I've also got this one, and we've got some of that Hunkydory mirror. You've got a wonderful little box card there. This one is super cute too. Really love the colour tones in here. And then we've got these wonderful fox ones. Again, you can really chop into these as well, which is fantastic. Fussy cut some of this imagery out. You're going to really enjoy putting these together. I've got one more thing that I need to show you before we go back to Craig, and that is down here, and it is Oh, the bears. Loving these. And these are Teddy Loves. I'm going to show you the pad first. It's an 8x8 pad. You've got 48 sheets. You get 12 designs and you get 4 of each in here. They are double-sided as well, which is fantastic. And you've got lots of different wonderful imagery within here. It's all colour matched. Now, I last told you that half of these was gone. 3/4. Can't see these hanging around. In fact, Craig, do you think we can bump these up the demo order a little bit? Because I think they're going to sell out. Okay, brilliant. Right. What we've then got is this one just here. Love this colourway on here. Let me just check the weight on this. 350 GSM. It is 24 sheets and it is all colour matched to work with that Teddy Loves paper pad beautifully. It's a wonderful collection, that. $9.99 gets you both. It gets you not only the Teddy Loves Adorable Scoreable, so no crack in your crease, and you're also going to get the Teddy Bears Picnic within there too. That is an incredible deal. Lots of you chatting away with me as well. Printed acetate sheets are awesome, says Karen. Another Karen is loving the sunflowers. A lot of love for that last demonstration as well from Caroline, June and Joy. Christine Mahoney says, only true fans sneak peek with the volume down whilst at work. That is absolutely true, Christine. I think you've hit the nail on the head there. This is an amazing value. $9.99 to get not only a 24-pack of 350 GSM cardstock with that bending technology, but also the pad as well, Craig. No wonder it's 3/4 gone.
I know, no wonder as well. And what you'll find is the first demonstration I done with Everlasting Memories, I used that Adorable Scoreable as well. A couple of demos coming up with the sunflower, I've used that Adorable Scoreable. So yes, it says it's the Teddy Loves theme, teddy bear colour that runs throughout. You're able to use them elsewhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the Teddy Bear Picnic, the 8x8 pad. Now you can use, with the colourways, let's bring in my set here. You can be using the Adorable Scoreable that comes with this set here, because I'm going to go for a blue tone. However, what I'm going to do, also on the show as well, I don't know if there's much left, but we have a splendid stripes for the love of stamps. This is a background that's going to complement any of your stamping when it comes to either for the love of stamps or any of your other stamps at home.
It's very, very low stock, that, Craig. £5. Well, $4.99 in the UK, $7.49 in the US. That's beautiful. I love that candy stripe.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? All of it is striped, double-sided, so you get the coordinated pure colour tones on the back. So you can see again, so there's a lilac or a purple with the pure purple in the back. We've got pinks, we've got so many different colours. I'm going to go in with the blue, and this is what I mean by you could be using the blue from the Adorable Scoreable set, but why not mix and match? You've got that option. And I done a demo similar to this last night, and you guys loved it, which is this one here. So I thought we'll kind of replicate it, but on a slightly bigger scale. This is actually using the 8x8 Teddy Bear Picnic pad, but without using the teddy bear images, which you can do. And there was a lady last night, forgive me, I can't remember who it was that asked, but it says, oh, there's not any actual teddy bear toppers. Well, what you can do, Joe, is if I take this one here, very briefly just to show you, if we bring in our guillotine, so let's go, let's say 4.5 by 4.5, we've created our own teddy bear topper. Or, you know, you can make it smaller. In the moment, I'm away to use our nesting dies, so you could use your nesting dies instead. So although some of the images may be in full 8x8, don't think you can't create your own toppers, because you absolutely can do. So what I can do is I can move that to the side, so as it is, I don't need those bits. But let's bring in some of the patterned papers that are in throughout. So we've gone for these ones, which I used last night. And what I've also done is I've taken a 5x7 card blank. I've actually made it slightly bigger, Joe, on this occasion, and it's 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. And then what I've done is I've taken a piece of that stripe from the splendid stripe for the Love of Stamp pad, and this one I have cut to 5x5. This one is just a piece of our white smooth stamping card, but it could be Adorable Scoreable, and it's a 1/4 inch matting layer all the way round. So let's go in with these strips here. And I'm going to bring my guillotine in again. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut strips on this occasion. So let's go for, I'm going to go for roughly, I'm going to come in this way so I can measure. And I'm going to go, let's have a look, let's see, 3/4, no, let's do 1/2 inch. So if I go coming down 1/2 inch, so I've got a 1/2 inch strip that we can see here. In actual fact, I want to go a bit bigger. Let's go 3/4 of an inch. There we go, that's better. So I've got 3/4 of an inch. Let's do another one at 3/4 of an inch. So we can then go in here. So 1, 2, 3/4 of an inch. So that's our second one. And then last but not least, let's do another one again. So 3/4 of an inch, 1, 2, 3. So that's given me my 3 strips that I've got here. And I am going to come and trim them down just shortly. So I'm going to set that to the side for a moment or two. And then I can take these bits and pop them back into my pad. I've then gone in, still with the teddy bear picnic paper pad, and I've taken another few sheets here. Now they are 8x8, obviously I've been using mine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my nesting dies. Let's use our hexagon one, scalloped edge hexagon. So I'm going to use the smallest one and the second smallest one. And we're also going to use some of that blue. So I've got some of it here and I've trimmed down, just big enough for me to die cut. Now, I would be doing all of these layers individually to get an absolute crisp, clean die cut edge all the way around. But for time and speed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all 3 layers at once, because within these ones here, they are 135 GSM. So you've got a good quality paper, a sturdy paper. However, I would still, at home, do them all individually. And I'm going to do the same here. So I've taken a little snippet from each of these ones here, and I'm going to layer them up, and I'm going to do all 3 at once. Run it through. I'm going over into my MIDI. I did have my large Gemini set up, and that's because later on, if we come to the little gift bags, we're going to need our large Gemini for that. So let's go in with the MIDI here. And then we're going to take all of these ones here. Can we say that, Georgina?
Said.
There we go then. So for the lady that commented last week asking if it's been discontinued, well, Joe's just told you there.
Craig just said, can we say that? And Georgina said, oh, I'm not really sure. Well, we said it now.
Well, you've said it now. You've said it now.
You might want to get it.
Because if you get it, and
then you've got it. That's great.
Good.
That's good, isn't it?
Oh gosh.
We're going to get in trouble.
Let's hope the bosses aren't watching, eh?
If anyone is watching, it was totally Georgina's fault.
It was. Oh, that was brilliant. I loved that. There you go.
Georgina's just working out that she can't control what we say, Craig. She can't be part of it. She's not putting a name to it.
No.
There we are.
She's not, is she?
It might be. It might not be. Who knows?
Who knows?
You'll have to tune in next week to find out.
You can kind of gather where we're going with that one, though, can't you? When? Tomorrow?
Georgina, you're not making this any easier.
Oh, Monday? Oh, I see what you mean. Right, okay. Georgina's just saying you definitely want to tune in to Wake Up Call. I thought she meant tomorrow, but she meant Monday.
Make sure you watch tomorrow, of course.
Of course.
We'll be there.
We will be there for sure. It's me and you all day again tomorrow, Joe.
All day.
All day long.
And it's Real Friday.
It is for both of us.
No, it's not my real. It's not fake Friday, Saturday for me this week.
Ah.
Yeah, but I can appreciate and partake in Real Friday as well. Oh, you know.
Yeah, too right. Too right. It's going to be fun. Right, what I've done here is I've laid these pattern backgrounds on top of that blue cardstock, the blue papers. And what I'm doing is I'm taking these 3 strips and I'm just going to roughly cut them just big enough and no more, because I'm going to pop adhesive on the back, and there's no point in putting strips of adhesive over the full lot if I don't need it. So let's bring in my tape runner. And then what I'm going to do for this first one, I'm going to use my glass mat just so that I can line the first one up. And then once I get that lined up here and then here, I'm going to go in with the second one. So I've gone for a lighter shade at the bottom. I'm going to go for, you know, still lighter, but a bit more of a pattern on the top. And we're going to go for this deep pattern within the middle. So we're going to run that one across. And I'm going to pop that right across here. And you don't have to have them exact. You know, sometimes it can look nice if you've got them a bit further apart. But I'm going to get them as close to being the same as possible. And then what we can do is let's trim this one off. So this is a nice way of using any of your little bits, or you want to do a little simple card, you can be doing this sort of style. So what I can then do now is let's go over the back with our tape. I'm going to bring back in my pattern. So you could use the striped side if you want. I'm going to go straight with the blue, and we can pop that one on here. Let's then turn it over, and then we're going to then add our adhesive onto this side. We're going to go back into our 5 3/4 by 7 3/4 card blank. And I've done that because I do like a good sizable white edge all the way around. So let's press that one in. Bring in a couple of pads, which we've got here. We've got some larger ones, that'll do. Then let's have a little bit of a plate. Let's position a couple of them here, here, and then here. So I'm happy with that. So let's pop some pads on here, Joe. And then I don't know how much we've got left, Joe, but we do have these on the show as well, don't we? Our sentiment dies. But I'm not sure how much we've got left of this product. I was glad to see we were able to get them back. But
in there you get celebrate, congratulations, hello, love and thanks. You get the die cut element to create the sentiment, and then you get all those stamps that you can see, so you can customise your own larger sentiment, which is quite nice, isn't it? And they're half price as well, which is brilliant. $24.95, $37.45, 10% is gone. Platinum members less than £20 or $30, which is great value.
Excellent. And I love them because, as you guys know at home, I adore our fancy font sentiments, which is along the same lines as these ones here. So that's why I really do like them. So the reason I brought them into view here, what I have done, now I will skip this bit because I've already done it, but using the same white smooth stamping card and our blue striped for the love of stamps, I've die cut the word thanks, and that gives me two of them here. So I've got my white and I've got my blue. And then what I am going to do is if I set that, well, let's actually assemble this first. This might sound a bit daft. I am going to do an offset shadow, and I'm still going to do it onto white. Although it's going onto white, it's a slightly different whiter tone because this is Adorable Scoreable. So it's a different white. So what I'm then going to do is let's go in with our tacky glue, and I'm going to pop my glue on over the back. This is just our tacky glue. And then what we can do is position this one in over the top. If you want to do it the other way around and have the blue on the back, you can do. But I really wanted to have the thanks to be quite prominent at the front. So there is that one. And then let's just pop a couple of other little bits of glue all the way along. There we go. And then I'm going to set that one here. And you can easily enough pop that.
What's up, Craig?
It's like I've got Darth Vader in me.
Oh, he's back.
It's like a heavy breathing in my ear. Sorry, George. It's just caught me out there.
Craig is feeling the force.
And then what I'm going to do, last two things, Joe, is I've brought in the For Everything. I'm going to pop that onto my acrylic block. Because it's nice and small, I'm just using one of my acrylic blocks. You could use your 4x4 stamping platforms if you want. I want to make sure that I've got that straightened up. So let's line it up here. And then
Not often we see anyone using acrylic block, Craig, I must say.
I
Been a while.
When I'm at home, I do use my acrylic block for any, you know, really quite small sentiments or that. I find sometimes I get a bit more of an even position with my stamping block. And it's not quite straight, but you get the idea. And then last but not least, within that butterfly kind of like little gift bag we showed on Wake Up Call we've got on the show, there's tiny little butterflies. I've die cut one into black, and then I'm popping a little bit of glue. I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to press just for a couple of seconds, just so that it adheres to, and then there we go. Created a really nice card. A little bit of a patchwork. You wouldn't necessarily think it's from a teddy bear collection.
No.
But you've still got that option of doing your teddy bears. If you go in with the collection, I'm not sure if I've still got the little die cut bit that I showed you. Oh, here we go. Chopping it down, you've still got all your teddy bears that you can be using elsewhere. And because you get a few, why not do a little bit of fussy cutting? But there we go. Really, I was really pleased with that card when we made it last night, hence why I thought we would do it again today.
Fantastic, I love it. I can see why you were so pleased with it. Let me take you back through what you are getting. So you're getting the 48 sheet 8x8 paper pad in here, which is your Teddy Bear's Picnic. And then what you're going to get is the perfectly coordinating, adorable scoreable from this range too. So you've got that one in there. Then you've got 24 sheets of the adorable scoreable, which is 8 colours, 3 of each here in this collection. You've got lovely lemon, that wonderful sort of duck egg blue in there. You've got some more neutral tones and some pinks and some reds in there for you as well. An amazing deal there on that one. Is it? Wow, 80% has gone. I would urge you now, if this is in your basket, it's probably time to think about checking it out, because we're not that far away from having as many of you trying to get hold of that. We actually have stock available. Now, the lovely Christine Mahoney has got back in touch. She says, Joe, can you please show me the packaging for the dies? Christine, of course, your wish is my command. I'm firstly going to show you the geometric and the flutterby, which are these two just here. Just to give you an idea, this here on the front, this is 75% of the actual size of the finished sample. So what it actually makes is 25% bigger than that. Let me just bring that in to show you, just for effect. So that is the flutterby just there that you can see. So they're a good size, these. So you've got those two just there. Then what you've also got is the Posy gift box, and this comes along with the Sweetheart gift box, which is this one just here. Both the same price. They should be £25 each or $36.49 each. They're $36.49 or $24.99 each. Try that again. They're $24.99 or $36.49 for both of them. Oh, I don't know what's happened there, Craig. The wheels have come off. Then what we've got, I should have just said the buy one get one free, really, shouldn't I? It would have been much easier. You've also got the alphabet. So you've got the uppercase and you've got the lowercase in there. The uppercase or the lowercase. I always feel like an optician when I'm doing that. Is it clearer with or without? With or without? I always get it wrong, Craig. I went and had my lens check at the opticians, and I thought I got it right. They answer all the questions. You have to do all the questions, don't you? Look at all the boards. Well, obviously, I don't know what I was thinking that day, because now they just don't work at all. No. The prescription is completely wrong, so I should be going back. Next, we've got, for the love of stamps, love these. So we have got for you first the Great Outdoors in here. So in this one, you are going to receive Floral Expressions, which is this one here with these beautiful words. There's lots in all of these, by the way. 76 elements in total here in this collection. You've also got, I thought that said pancetta panels then. It says, not pancetta panels. It says patterned panels. You've then got Rainbow Radiance. You've got Sunny Smile, The Great Outdoors, and Wish Upon a Unicorn. Oh, what is cheerier than a dancing unicorn? Let me show you what you can make with these, some of the awesome samples that we've got here. They are absolutely fantastic. Love this one with it layered up there as well, and heat emboss. That is super stylish. And of course, you've got your rainbow there as well. I've got another collection for you. 10% of those ones has gone. Now, this is your backgrounds here, and what I've got for you in this collection is I've got Flower Power, which is this one just here. Love that. Very, very fine detailing there. You've then got A Beautiful Day. Oh, I love that one. Nice big sentiment in there. This one here is your Follow Your Dreams. You've also got Friends and Family, and you've got Berry Sweets. Oh, Berry Sweets, yum-alicious. And then these are the kind of things that you're going to be able to prepare when you're using these. 10% of this one has also gone here as well. I think they are gorgeous. This one, look at this one. That's fantastic, Craig, isn't it? That's a piece of vellum over a background, and then you've got that lettering on that. I think that's fantastic. These are the kind of things that you're going to be able to create once you've got these, which is absolutely fantastic, and a great price on them. Essential Book of Sentiments is where we're going next, which is this one just here. These are fantastic because what you get in here is you get 580 sentiments in each of these. They are all die cut and foiled for you, which is fantastic. You've got everything in here from wish you the best of luck. You've got Happy Mother's Day, Sent with Love on Valentine's Day, Thinking of You, Made with Love, Happy Easter. There's a whole variety of different sentiments in a whole host of different colourways in here too. They are really handy just to have in your stash. You just need to add that little something to your project. $5.99 or $8.74 is half price. Right. We get into that tipping point in the show where a lot of the stuff is running very low. So what I'm going to do is, I know you don't want to miss any of Craig's demonstration, I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out your basket. So whilst you get yourself checked out and secure what you're after, let's share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1,500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
Sorry, did you hear me? Apparently, you know, they say that age is not defined by a number, it's defined by the amount of noises that you make as you move and when you get up in the morning. And that noise then, that oh that you must have heard, was me, what are the ones called at the back? My hamstrings as I'm trying to bend down and get the samples from under here. Craig's on the tea train. Thank you very much, Craig. Thank you. Emergency cup of tea. The Club Inspire video is just long enough to make 2 cups of tea, apparently. Anyway, let's go back to the DL toppers.
Is that a dig or something?
Sorry?
Is that meant as a dig?
No, not at all. You made me a cup of tea. Why would it be a dig? I was talking about I was saying that age is defined by the amount of noises you make when you move, Craig. Has everyone just heard me trying to get those samples out there? Anyway, let's go back to these DL toppers that we've got on here. Love these, all circus themed, which I think is gorgeous, but also quite playful, quite pastel-y, really lovely colour tones throughout these, which is brilliant. I think they're very usable, definitely very, very craftable. So you've got the circus in there, and you've also got as well this one here, which is your Foxy Fun, which is this one. Now, these are gorgeous, quite cartoon-like, really nice. You've got some sentiments in some of these as well, which is awesome. And I'm going to share with you some of the awesome things that you're going to be able to make with these too. Now, let's share this with you. So let's have a look here. This one's brilliant. I love that someone's done here, made this fabulous little gatefold card. You've also got this one, which is that wonderful box card. Love this one just here. Again, snip into these. This is the foxes now we're on, and you know, use some of the imagery and just add a bit of your own cardstock. Oh, that's fantastic. What is that? It's like a textured cardstock that's been used there behind that one. And then you've got this one here too. So whilst they're a DL topper, don't think about only using them on DL cards, because it means that you can mount them up onto larger card projects, which is fantastic. Aisha saying so simple and perfect. Karen's loving the teddy bears, and Christine Mahoney says sold on the dies. Thank you very much. You're more than welcome, Christine. Any questions or comments you've got, keep getting them into me. Crafters TV across on Facebook, drop into the comments there. Amy is our social media superstar today, and also if you are across on YouTube, make sure you give us a follow. No, it's not a follow there, is it? To subscribe. I'm getting it, you see, I'm getting it. But you can also drop into the comments over there too. But now DL, Craig, is what we're going to look at next, I believe, isn't it?
We are indeed, and we're actually going to touch upon what you just said a minute ago. It doesn't necessarily have to be a DL card. So what we're going to do is I've taken an A5 card blank. It's actually our white smooth stamping card folded in half. So we've got our card blank. Then what I've also done as well is I've taken one of the double-sided pattern from the teddy bear picnic as well. So we can then start to layer this one up. And what I love about these DL little books, but specifically the circus ones, is you've got the option to decoupage some of the designs. What you've got is you've got some plain scenes and backgrounds. Let me just move that, because you don't really want to see black tea just sitting on your screen, do you? So there we go. So we can then pop that one on straight on to our card blank. Then what I've done is if I bring in the DL book here. So I've taken this one here. So this is just your plain backdrop that you can then start to create your own designs with. Then if I go into this one here, you've got the ability to fussy cut them out and then start to build upon your own scenes if you want to. However, you do get other images, so you get more backgrounds as well, but what you've got is your bigger sentiments like Joe showed you, as well as larger designs that you can then do fuller DL or fuller A5 cards with the fussy cut in. So I thought, let's do that circus one and start to build up our own scene.
Do you think about Nellie the Elephant, or do you think Britney Spears' All Eyes on Me in the corner of the ring just like a circus?
I think candy floss or cotton candy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Because I think of Britney Spears when I hear circus.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think of Britney when it comes to that song.
Do you know what DL means?
Well, right, okay.
This is a question from Caroline, by the way. Caroline French on YouTube.
Right. There is this huge debate as to what it stands for, right? I'm going to give you my take, which I believe is the right way. And some of you out there will be like, no, Craig, no, it's not. I believe it's double length because let's move that one to the side.
I thought it was something else.
Right. If we bring, let's bring in my scoreboard just briefly so that I can kind of explain. Let's go. So it is what, I wouldn't say 4 inches. Yeah, off the top of my head. Now, so this will be DL. So let's trim this one down. So the width, well, pretty much of your A4 is 8 inches. So therefore, that is double the length of that one. So that being doubled makes your 8 inch. So that's why it's double length as I make it. So double that size makes it 8 inches. So double length. I know Joe's looking at me like he's totally confused.
I thought it was dimension lengthways is what it stood for.
That's one way that some people think as well. I say double length. I know some people say double length as well because certainly the width of it's 4 inches. Turn it around, double that lengthways, gives you the 8 inch, which gives you the length of the.
I guess
double
it's
length.
potato, isn't
Exactly.
it?
Yeah, exactly.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The thing is, you go into Google and you search it, and then one will say double length, one will say dimensional.
Double egg.
Double. What did I say?
You said double egg.
Did I? Oh gosh.
Oh no.
I say, in actual fact, P Wheels, Pauline Wheeler from Hunkydory.
The big dog P Whizzle, as I call
Yeah,
her.
I believe she would totally disagree
Would
with
she?
me on that one. I want to say she says what you said, Joe.
Dimension
I'm
lengthways.
sure, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a really nice card size,
It
though,
is.
Craig. You want to send something smaller. Do you remember back in the day where the trend was for like big cards? I remember having some birthday cards that were like as big as me as a kid. They were absolutely massive.
Absolutely huge. I remember them as well. Or, you used to give it to your girlfriend on Valentine's Day or boyfriend, or the huge big cards. It cost about $1.99 or something, yeah.
Massive, absolutely
Them
massive.
ones.
Padded cards, remember that trend?
Padded cards, yeah, remember
Yeah, that was a
them.
thing. When was that a thing? Like early noughties, maybe? Padded cards was a thing?
I don't know, I never got one.
Did you not?
No.
They were in a little box, weren't they?
That's right.
I remember when I was 21, it was getting a key. Do you remember that as
Key
a
at the
thing? You used
door?
to get a key.
Is that not
yeah.
still a thing, is it?
I don't know. I'm not so sure. It's not something I see as much of these days, I must say.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I do still hear of it anyway. But yeah, I don't know if it's as big as it used to be. I think as well, I want to say a lot of girls turning 21 tend to get the key to the door. I know it's for both, but I don't know what it is. It seems to be a lot of girls seem to go in for it more.
Tell us about bygone trends in crafting or cards or anything along those lines, birthdays that doesn't happen anymore. Let me know in the comments. Crafters TV or Crafters Companion. I'd love to know. I know Craig would too.
Absolutely, sure would. What I've done with this one here is I've already gone around all these ones, and just to bring this one back in as well, very similar to the other week when we had the decoupage books. What you get is you get what we kind of call is a bleed line. So you can go around and follow it with your scissors, chop them all out. Then what we can then do is if we bring this back into place here now, we can then start to create our own scenes. So we can have our elephant down into here. Let's go, well, we'll have our little polar bear just out at the door. We could do it so that we have got our, to be fair, Georgina, I've never seen a polar bear either at a circus, but you can go whatever way that you want. You might do. I know we don't see any animals now. You've never been at a circus?
Oh, I love a circus.
You poor
You've
thing.
just chopped the back of that horse off.
You poor wee thing. So here we go. So what I've done as well with the little unicorn, what I've done is I've just trimmed in the same shape of the opening of the tent, so it's like it's coming out.
Is that a horse or a unicorn?
Well, yes, maybe more of a, yeah.
Has it got a horn?
Not in the head anyway. Not like, no, not like. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no.
Oh, come on. Right,
2 days
back in the
row.
game.
2 days in a row.
Oh, it's just a horse.
Oh,
It's
right.
just a horse.
Oh, right.
Oh, right, okay. Very busy on
Right.
these. If they're in your basket, it's definitely time to get them checked out, is what I would say. Merry Christmas if you're watching this. I'll tell you what, let's just take a moment, let Craig have a little think about what he said. Whilst we do that, here's how you can watch and shop at the same time.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
Right, we shook it out. We got it all shook out. Right, Craig, back to your fabulous demonstration.
Yes, all sorted and composed. Even been wiping the tears away as well. Right, so what we're doing now is start to lay them up. So have a bit of fun, position them where you want to be. So with the horse, I've trimmed it so that it's in the same direction as the tent. So it's like it's popping out. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go in with pads. I would be using more than I am at the moment, but with it being a cartload, lots that we want to get through. So I'm going to go.
Sharon Serini says Sarah might need to separate these two. I think it's only a matter of time, Craig. Hannah Hicks says, you guys crack me up. You guys are too funny, says June. We do like to entertain, don't we, Craig?
We do.
But sometimes not always intentional,
No,
is the thing, is it?
No. And usually it is that case of once you've said it, that's when you
See it,
realise
it's out
what
there.
you've said.
It's in the environment then.
It is. It is. But here we go. So what I'm going to do, we need to stick our circus down. So layering them up. Now I have chosen, yes, it's an A5 card, but I've still stuck along the lines of the DL card. So you can still do what I'm doing in DL form. Of course, you would just move your characters or animals a bit further up. But let's bring these ones in as well. And if you are a new crafter, which absolutely, Hunkydory is renowned for new crafters, but being experienced, whether you've got your die cutting machines, your embossing folders, even your electronic die cutting machines, and using your adorable scoreable and all of that different configuration, you could be doing any of your flower making with your double-sided papers from Hunkydory. So although it's a good starter for beginners, if you are more experienced, don't think that these aren't for you as well. Just think of the different elements that you've got at home, how you could start to incorporate, for instance, the little books into your crafting. So lots of different things that you could do. So let's just layer these couple up. And then what I have also done here, just at the top, let's do that again at the side. And then let's do that one.
Did you used to go to the circus as a kid, Craig?
Yeah.
We used to go to the circus, every couple of times a year, I think the circus used to come quite locally to us. And I remember being a very young kid, obviously I don't know anymore, and there being lions and tigers and elephants and all sorts of things, which obviously a whole, is a whole issue that we won't get into. But in more modern times, I love circuses. Cirque du Soleil, my uncle used to take us to Cirque du Soleil every year at Battersea Power Station. For about 7 or 8 years when we were teenagers, and it was amazing, absolutely incredible.
It's one of those things, Joe, that, as you said, without getting into it, I know we'll all agree it's right that they don't have them now.
Absolutely.
But as a childhood, your memories, but it was a good time to go to the circus and, seeing them. That was obviously, you thought differently as a child. So,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
So back there, there is fond memories of going to the circus, as you see, seeing the animals and all of that.
It was so exciting, wasn't it?
It was,
so exciting.
Where else, other than if you were maybe lucky to go abroad or go a safari or that, would you see, like tigers or anything like that? But
it was quite scary though at the same time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was very, very scary, I remember.
Very scary.
Very tense.
Just the thought of this big cage just wrapped around it in a ring, and then you've got your tigers.
How did you feel about clowns as a child at circus?
Clowns don't bother me.
Oh, okay.
I work with a lot of them here, so it doesn't bother me.
Don't talk about Tracy like that, Craig. Tracy's in the studio. She's in the studio. She's careful, she's going to get you.
There we go. Now, you wouldn't necessarily think, not often I'm quick, but I was there the night, You wouldn't necessarily.
That's a beautiful, beautiful card, Craig.
I'm not taking the plaque on that one there. You wouldn't necessarily think that has come from a DL cardstock here. So that is using your DL. That's also using the Teddy Bear Picnic 8x8. Joe, you can take over from here while I go and get myself sorted for the next one.
I think you need to have a word with yourself. Right, let me share with you everything that's coming your way here. So what you've got, of course, is that Circus DL collection. There's 77 sheets here in this one, and loads of fussy cutting that you're going to be able to do there. It really is fantastic. A lovely vast array of different imagery. It's really lovely. And a nice sort of playful take on circuses of yesteryear. You've then also got in here as well Foxy Fun is this one, which you've got here, all of your different foxes. Really lovely pastel tones. You've got some really nice sentiment-led pages in here as well. It's really playful. I love that. Look at that very studious little fox there. Really nice. You're going to get both of them. They should be $9.99 each, not during this Hunkydory Cartload though. They are, of course, buy one, get one free, which is brilliant. I'll just quickly share with you some of the other projects that you're going to be able to make with these as well. So it's got this really lovely little gatefold card here, which I think is a really simple way to do it. You've got the little peep through there in the aperture, and then when I open it up, you've got all the animals inside, which is brilliant. Really fantastic pop-up box card here. Again, maybe just using them a little more plainly. Don't forget as well, lots of awesome things that you are able to do with the fox card there as well. I've got news for you on the teddy bears. It's limited, I'm afraid. If it's in your basket, you do desperately now need to check it out. I'm just going to show you what you're getting there. Here it is. Yeah, if that's in your basket, definitely get it checked out. Now, the Peony Promise. Less than 30 of the Peony Promise left to go around. 22.48 or 33.23. There's more of you now trying to get hold of that than we have stock available. So if it's in your basket, you need to get it checked out as well. Now, we're going to go back to Rose Quartz. Gosh, this is a gorgeous collection, and it's actually massive as well. So let me just grab this. I'm just going to show you a couple of the things you can do. Do we think the pad's gone, Georgina? If it's in your basket, check it out, is all I'd say. It has gone. There we go, it's gone. So I'm just going to quickly show you some of the other things that you can do with these. Peonies, absolutely gorgeous here. They really are lovely. I love that you've got that ethereal kind of pink and purple tone. You've got some beautiful swans in here too. So let me just move on and show you what you're getting. And I'm going to start with the acetates, because they are just gorgeous. And I'm going to show you some of the designs that you are getting in here. So look at this, you've got this gorgeous accent foil in here. It's like champagne bubbles, isn't it, this one? Really beautiful. You've also got this one just here with these lovely flowing elements coming up the side. We've also then got this one here, which I just think is fantastic. See that there? All of that gorgeous foiled detail is in there for you. You've also got in here this sort of trellis one, which is also lovely. Let me just see if I can grab a hold of that. There we are. It's a really good weight. I think definitely, would you say it's up to sort of construction? You could score that and fold it, Craig.
220 off the top of my head.
About 220 microns. Microns sound like a space age measurement, doesn't they? You know, I don't know what. Maybe it's like a currency you'd spend on Mars, microns. I'm not sure. That's not what it is, obviously. It's the weight of acetate. What you're also going to get in here, of course, as well, is the inspiration sheet, as you do with all of these Hunkydory collections. So if you are new to crafting, it's going to help you see very quickly and easily the best way to pop these together for you. So what you've then got are 8 sheets of your die cut and foil toppers in here. The great thing is you'll get 2 of each of these that I'm showing you. So let me just make sure I've got all of these, and you've got those in there too. There is one other design that you are getting included there. Then what you've got is your foiled and printed and foiled, your printed and foiled cardstock, 350 GSM. You've got 24 sheets in here in total. So 8 of the printed, 8 of the foiled and printed, which is amazing. You then got your card concepts. There's 2 different card concepts in here. I believe it's 8 concept cards in total that you're going to be able to make. Now you get the card concepts themselves, and you're also going to get the envelopes that you need in there to allow you to do that too. We haven't stopped. We're not done yet. It's less than half price actually, this one. What you're then getting is you're getting your 36 different inserts in here, 12 designs. You are getting 3 of each, which is glorious. And last but by no means least, you are of course getting that awesome little book. Now the little books are always so popular whenever we bring them to you. This one no different. You've got 144 sheets, 24 designs. You get 6 of each design in here. Half the stock though of this Rose Quartz Dreams collection has gone. It is very, very busy here. And in fact, Craig, I do believe this is what we're going to look at next. Just before we do move on though, a lot of love for that circus collection. Joyce says, lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Craig is adorable, according to Sue Hintz. Mary says, what a cute card. Adorable, Craig. It would look great on the wall in the nursery, says Pamela. Rebecca says, my husband took me on a date to my first circus. It was great. Rebecca says she thinks Cirque du Soleil is the best circus. I do love that. The Ringing Brothers was the circus of choice when we were little. In the 50s. It was always either Jerry Cottle's circus as a kid growing up, or the Russian State Circus was the other one that used to come to town. And I think the Russian State Circus was one of the first ones that got rid of animals, Craig. It was kind of acrobats and clowns, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I always have really, really fond memories of going there with my family. Also, Sandra says, Joe and Craig don't change, always brighten the day. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Isn't that a great quote? I'll read that again for you. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. We'll never stop playing. We're not going to get old. Don't grow up. It's a trap, Craig, isn't it?
It is.
It really,
it's
really
an
is.
absolute trap. There's no chance of us growing up, that's
Never.
for sure. Never in a million years. Let's have a look at this rose quartz, and because quite a few of you have been asking to see about the concept, let's do one of these concepts. So we're going to do the rosette. Now within the rosette one, so I'm just taking one of the sheets here, we've got all the elements to create the rosette. So that comes off of one sheet here. And then what you also get is you get a number of these ones as well. So these are going to be the basis of your card. And then you've also got lots and lots of different topper sheets that are going to work with the other concept that's within the set, but then we're going to take a few of these butterflies to decorate as well.
Brilliant.
So what I'm going to do is let's set them out the side for the time being. So within each one with the rosette, you're going to get 2 that are all scored for you. So all that you're going to do is concertina them back and forwards, back and forwards. As you can see, I've done one, but we're going to do this one now. And then what we can then do, I've got my hot glue all ready to go. Anything rosette-wise, Joe, I would always recommend using hot glue because it's instant, you know, within a minute or 2. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to overlap 2 of them. So if I go that way, and then you can get your design lined up. So let's go in here, so let's do it on the back. So it is, let me get it the right way, so the design runs in parallel, there we go. So what I'm then doing is let's use a red liner tape on this end here, snip that away, and then if we take this off, and then if we overlap this, so all of this full collection, apart from the inserts, is what is Hunkydory's traditional adorable scoreable. In other words, it's your coated cardstock. So you can't really come along and add any extra ink or that over the top. You could do heat embossing, but you know, it's not matte-tastic, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So I need to go back and forwards the other way with this one. And then I'm going to do the same, Joe, and we're going to rotate these round to create a circle.
Am I right in thinking you get 4 of each of these concepts in here, Craig? Is that correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, 4
so
of
8
each.
concept cards in total, which is brilliant.
That's right. 2 different designs.
I always think as well, concept cards that come in card kits, they often inspire you to actually recreate the card yourself, don't they, once you've got the concept?
That's it, exactly. And then maybe you are not a concept sort of making...
You're not really a concept kind of guy, are you, Craig?
No, not really. I'm not one, you know from the shows, I'm not one for doing side stepper cards.
Because Jan and Debbie, they're the queens of the concepts, aren't they? They love
phenomenal
them.
at them. They're absolutely phenomenal at them. You know, I'll do an easel card or a twisted easel card, but yeah, as for your stepper cards, all those sort of ones, no, I'm not known for doing them. And, you know, I don't do them in my, you know, when I say my
in your own
crafty
time.
life. Yeah, if I make cards for friends and family. I don't do all your different shaped ones. And the reason I'm saying that as well is you can then come along, once you create this rosette, there's no reason for you having to pop it onto the little bases. You might want to start to incorporate them in home decor frames maybe, or maybe on the front of a larger card blank. You've got that basis to start you off, but if you want to then come along and put your own twist on it, you absolutely can. As you say, it's sometimes good as well, just to get that mojo going, just to get you thinking, what can I make? How am I going to work it? And then it's a good starter for 10. And now what I've done, you've seen that a moment ago, I've put some hot glue on the centre. That disc that I popped it on, it did have a tiny little dot in the middle.
Right.
Kind of a bit of a guide so that you could follow
I
through.
thought that was a hole for a second. I was worried you're going to stick yourself to your glass mat.
No. Oh, thank you. You're thoughtful in that way.
So
Thank you.
concerned.
But you don't, I was about to say, you're not going to glue through that. What that is that's just a little bit of a guide so that you can see when you peer through, you can see that white dot, then you know that you are pretty much close to the centre. So I think we are pretty much there. So if I then bring in our concept layer, what we can then do is we can then start to fold them up. And although it's coated, you can still come along with your ballpoint pen or your permanent pen and write on them with your little insert. So what we can do now is this curvature bit here, this is where your rosette is going to sit nicely over the top. So what we can do is let's come along, and I'm just going to spend just an extra little bit of time. Tape runner will work fine, but
Vicky's asking, Craig, sorry, what glue could I use if I haven't got a hot glue gun?
so you can use your glue gel.
Right.
The only thing you would need to do is you would need to have something heavy to sit on it until it dries. That would be the best bit. What you could also do as well, if you want to, on that circle beforehand, if you want to put a lot of double-sided tape or red liner tape on it, and then that's going to guide it on, hold it in place. That's going to hold it in place while the glue dries inside. Awesome. So if you can, hot glue would be your best friend, but you can use your glue gel. You'll just need to weigh it down until it dries. So we can take these bits off, and then all that I'm doing is I'm just following the curvature of the card base, and we're going to pop that one on here, and then we're going to press. Then what we can do now is we can come along into the centre bit, and you've got all these additional little layers that you can come along, pop them in here. So that one can go on top of there. But maybe, Joe, you only want to do that one. Use that for another card somewhere if you want to. Lots of different ways. Let's come back in with this topper sheet, and let's take one of these butterflies. So let's take this one out, and like all of the toppers, it's all the little pips that just hold them in. So what I like to do is come along and just snip them away, and it makes it that little bit more professional and just finishes it off. And then what I can do is let's go in with this one. I'm going to use my hot glue again for this one, simply because I'm going to fill this centre bit with hot glue, and then that's going to hold it in place. It's really going to stabilise the rosette underneath. So we can come into this one. Let's go in with, we'll use our tape runner now. And the only reason I'm not putting this one on foam pads is we've got all of that depth from the rosette. And then also when we come and pop the butterfly on, you're going to have that extra depth with the wings just fluttering up. So this one will use our wet glue, all double-sided that you can see on this reverse side here. Let's just put a tiny little bit more. I'm going to set that one there. Let's just press it just for a few seconds. You've still got lots of other die-cut toppers that you can pop out and use. These are also used for the other concept that's within it, but you can mix and match and use them if you want. Let's just pull these wings up. And then to finish off, let's bring in a couple of these ones. We will bring in a foam pad for this one. Pop it in there. Let's pop our sentiment on with a pad. I'm going to pop that there. And we've still even got a couple of sentiments that you could be using elsewhere. but that is one of the concepts. Let's just flatten the edges down, and then that's going to sit nicely into place.
That's a gorgeous card.
And you also, when it comes to your easel, you even get the boxes included. So you get the boxes included so that you can then be using that one to secure them in. But then you've also got the envelopes that's going to fit the other concepts as well. All come included for you.
Wonderful. That, of course, just being one, minority element of that collection. Let me run back through what you're getting in here. I'm going to just show you again those acetates. It's the first time we've had the foiled acetates from Hunkydory available for you on the show. They are absolutely beautiful. Here is a snapshot of the designs that you are going to be receiving in there. I absolutely love this last one that you've got here as well with the bubbles. I think you use that in a landscape way. It looks like sort of bubbles rising. Absolutely beautiful. So you've got the acetates in there first and foremost. What you're also going to receive, as you do with all of the collections, is that inspiration sheet, of course, as always, which gives you a really nice idea. See, I think the thing is with Hunkydory collection, if you were a new crafter, you would absolutely use the inspiration sheet. You'd put them together as whole collections, and you'd probably keep them together, wouldn't really mix and match them much. But because of the prices we've got for you in this show, even if you're a more experienced crafter, you might just want to use these as stash builders. You know, you might separate out, you might not use any of these elements together in the one project. There is no right or wrong way when it comes to using these. I've got 3 designs of toppers here. You'll actually receive 4 of those, 2 of each, which is brilliant. Then what I've got here are your printed cardstock and your foiled and printed cardstock as well in there. So you've got 8 of the foiled and 8 of the printed and foiled, so that is in there. No, you haven't. I keep doing that, don't I? You've got 8 of the printed and 8 of the foiled and printed. Then you've got your concept cards too, and all the explanations and instructions on how you're going to put those together, which is absolutely excellent. So they're coming in there for you as well. And you've got the envelopes there that are going to enable you to put those together too. So that's 8 awesome concepts. Then you've also got your inserts as well. Same imagery from the toppers and the printed cards. It's a little bit hard for you to see always on our cameras here. You can just kind of pick that up. It's very muted, but it is there. It's just very subtle. It's quite a bit bolder than it appears on your screen at home. You've then also got your little book of rose quartz dreams. 144 pages in here, 24 designs, and you've got 6 of each in there. Really important that you've got 6 of each, because I know Craig loves to fussy cut these, and they are perfect to allow you to enable they are perfect for enabling you to be able to do that. Got there in the end. 60% gone of this now. £30 if you are here in the UK. Platinum members going to get another £6 off of that. $45 if you're stateside. Platinum members getting another $9 off of that as well. I want to whiz through some of the other stuff that's proving really busy in this show for you. The Everlasting Memories collection. $18.98 or $27.98. Quarter of that one has sold out and gone. You've got the Forever Florals Sunflower Cartload collection. Half the stock of this one has gone. Can't believe the prices on these. Absolutely awesome deals here for you. The Little Book Cartload collection, 1/5 of the stock of that one has sold out and gone. You've got that DL collection, 75% of that has gone. It's really busy on that. $9.99 or $14.99, depending on where you are shopping. Right, I've got the bags that I want to share with you. I'm going to start with the Flutterby collection. This one has got in here the Flutterby, as you can see just here, and you're also going to receive in there as well the geometrical one too. So you've got the Flutterby, and you've got the geometrical. 40% of that one has sold out and gone. Then you've got the Sweetheart in this one, along with the Posy as well. $24.99 should get you 1, it gets you 2, which is awesome. Right, Craig, I believe we're going to have a little look at these boxes now, if that's okay.
We are indeed. So we're going to have a look at the Posy gift box. So let me just move my MIDI out the way. I'm going to double check with this one if it goes through the Junior. I've got a funny feeling this is going to need to go through the large Gemini as well. But might
just sneak it through.
Away. Yeah. The butterfly one that we showed in Wake Up Call, that also just goes through the Gemini.
So if it goes through the MIDI,
Junior.
does that mean it will go through the Junior as well? I mean, if it goes through the Junior, it will go through the MIDI, sorry.
It should do. Yeah,
Awesome.
it should do. Let me just double check with the folder. Yep, it will do indeed. So I don't know why it just didn't keep that to the side, but hey-ho, let's go for it anyway.
That's a great cup of tea, Craig.
Is it all right?
Thank you very much. Delicious,
good.
just how I like
Excellent.
it.
Good, I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Anything for you. There we go. So let's pop that on.
So cute, isn't he?
Let's bring...
He was
I've been
sincere. Josh Junior goes, and he sounded really sincere too.
What? Heart. Actually, to be fair, I even made a really nice one for myself.
Did you? It's a good cup of tea. I think because we both have our tea black, so I think I make black tea the same way I used to make tea with milk, and I think that's just way too strong, Craig.
Right.
You need a whole new approach when you're not putting the milk in, doesn't it?
Yep, really does. What I've done here, so I just needed to budge it along ever so slightly. However, what it does do is it does emboss it if you've not got it quite up to the edge. So we need to do 2 of these. Now, what I've actually done is I've taken a couple of the background cardstock from that rose quartz.
Oh, lovely. The double-sided one?
No, this is just from one of the
regular
I can
printed?
show you, yeah. It was one of the A4 ones from the continuation of this one here.
Brilliant.
So you can use them within your adorable scoreable sets within the collections. So we need to do 2 of these ones to create the little box. Keep calling it a little box. You know, it is. It's the little posy gift box. So let's get that as close as we can. Now with these ones here, what you also get, if I bring that in from above as well, you've got all these individual elements as well. So these ones, what they're going to do is if you cut them into other cardstock, they're going to cut out of your card so you can layer it onto your layers. Then this one here as well as this one, there's no outside edge. So that means if you pop it in now, what that will do is that will cut into your card and give you a nice decorative aperture part. So I'm going to bring in these ones here. So I want to try and get that as close to the edge as I can. So let's tape it down as well. And I'm going to pop that there, and then we can run this one through. I think these are really nice sizes as well, and they are different from some of the styles that we do. This one is a similar style from one that we've done in the past, but it's a lot smaller. The other ones in the set from Hunkydory today are different from anything that we've done, but because you've got that nice smaller aspect as well, it's kind of like tiny little trinket type of boxes that they do well for. So you can see that one's cut out no problem at all.
Did you just have it slightly misaligned, the first one?
That's all it was, yeah. I had it slightly further to the left than I did to the right. So I can then move that out the way, and then what we're going to do, before I start to assemble the layers with the tabs, you've got all of these score lines as well. Now I want to say, when it comes to, for the love of stamps, it's Stacey.
For the love of stamps.
For the love of stamps. It's Stacey in HQ that designs for the love of stamps.
Is it?
And I'm sure Stacey designs the Moonstone dies as well.
Oh.
Got a funny feeling that she does. They're all, I was right, she's a lovely girl, she is. They're all lovely.
They're all lovely, they are. And very, very talented.
They really are, aren't they? Really are. But yeah, I know Stacey designs for Love of Stamps. And I do want to say she designs the Moonstone dies as well.
Awesome.
So there is these ones here. So manipulating the score lines. And this is when Adorable Scoreable comes in at its absolute best. Whether you're scoring them, whether you're die cutting them and folding them, you get no cracking whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is exactly the same on this one, Joe, and just fold all of these edges.
Brilliant. Loads of you loving this. Joy's talking about the earlier rosette card. She's going to watch this show back at a later date to just go through how you did that again. Remember, you can do that at any point with any of our shows. They live forever, either where you're watching them now, so Facebook or YouTube. If you can't find them there, just pop yourself back to our website. They're all organised by date, and you can go back and watch them all. What you can also do is give PPE Pam a ring if you're unsure, and she'll have a little flick through her library for you. She's got a whole catalogue of when everything, a whole database of what show was on when. She's got like a file, Craig, with everything in it.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that. I love that. Although, not when it comes to crafting, but I used to do something similar years ago. Sorry, Joe, I'm going to use the wrestling word. when I was younger, a lot younger, and I had like no time on my hands.
Yeah.
What I used to do is every week, their weekly shows, I used to jot down.
What happened?
Well, not what happened, but the date, the arena that they were at, and what the main event was.
When
And
I was a
it
kid,
was
I used to watch the
Saturday
horse racing, and I used to copy the names from the paper back down onto copier paper in what order I thought they would all finish in.
Did
And
you?
I was always wrong. Yeah.
Oh, were you? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Always wrong.
And then what I also used to do as well, because Monday Night Raw brand colour is red, and well, what's now Friday Night SmackDown is blue, I used to write Raw in a red pen and used to write SmackDown
In a blue pen.
in the blue pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to actually have the games from my games console of WWF, as it was called then. WWE, I think it was called.
Now it is,
and my
yeah.
brother asked for Attitude for Christmas.
Brilliant
As
game.
in, I think it was a game for the console. And my mum said, no, you've got enough Attitude as it is. She still got it for him, but it made me laugh, Craig.
Yeah, and my mum's still got them all up in the loft as well.
Really?
I won't let her chuck any of my old wrestling stuff from years gone by.
You'll have to create a little shrine in one of your rooms.
I should do, yeah. If I've got enough room with all my craft stuff in the spare room. But maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
So here we go. On each of these ends, there was little tabs. A lot of you will be familiar with tabs on the end of little gift boxes or posy boxes. So then what I'm going to do now is, on these base bits here, we're going to work our way around and we're going to start to pop some of our red liner tape on each of the edges. So what I'm going to do here is, you can see how we have got more of, this one I would say is more straighter than it is at this angle here. So the ones that are more on an angle, so let's flatten that now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my red liner tape. So red liner tape or your tacky glue would work well.
You do get full step-by-step instructions included with
do?
these as well, don't you, Craig? So, you haven't got to remember this or,
No.
it's all in there for you, which is excellent.
I'll show you that just in a moment or two as well. And the thing is as well, they are all written instructions and they're all photographed as well.
Brilliant.
So they're all there. And also when it comes to Hunkydory, do you know something? I need to check this when it comes to us. Do we have our own Pinterest page?
We do, I believe.
Yeah, we do,
Yeah, because we have all the finished samples for all of the new releases all go onto
They all
Pinterest.
go onto
On
there.
our Pinterest page, you can see everything the design team makes photographed and popped on there.
And that's exactly the same as Hunkydory. They're exactly the same with their inspiration, as well as other social media sites, but all of them will go on their Pinterest. So let's then, what I want to do now is I want to kind of get this into the shape that it needs to go, and then I'm going to start to fold all of these bits over. So if we come in, so I want to make sure that I've still got this into the shape that it needs to go. And if I come into here, I'm wondering, do you know, oh Craig, you silly sausage.
What have you done, you silly sausage?
I
Put your
should've-
glue
I
on the
should've
wrong
done-
end.
Yeah, I should have done it on the other one. What a prized plum. Let's see. At least one good thing when it comes to Adorable Scoreable, we can peel it off.
Right.
And let's take these ones off. So let's peel all the way. Watch if you were to do this with the Matastic. Just be careful because it's red liner tape, it's ultra strong, and the Matastic is a matte cardstock. With Adorable Scoreable, because this is a coating, it's easier to peel these ones off. So what we'll do is if we take them, so what we can do, let's do it for a little bit more quickness. Let's do it with my tape runner. So then there we go, let's take our tape off here. So I'm going to go in. It's going to be harder for you to see now at this point. If you're doing it at home, you can then do it before it's all assembled. But let's work our way around each of these parts.
So it was the glue on the right flat but on the wrong side?
Exactly,
right.
yeah. Because what you want it to do now is when I come and fold these ones in, because the glue's on the opposite side, it's then going to stick to where you need it to go.
And creates a shape for you.
Creates a shape. Whereas I had the adhesive on the wrong side. So we're going to get that into the shape that we need it to go, and we're forming it all the way around. and then we can come in to here. I'll work my way into place. And then if you have maybe like a hex skin die or something along those lines, what you can then start to do is start to just do a die cut of a hexagon, and then that's going to hide the workings underneath. So then we can see if I press that into place here, that's then giving us the base. And then what we can then do is, because we've already manipulated all of these parts here, what we're going to do is just take that little bit extra time, fold these ones in, and then those holes are all die cut for you, so you can come in with your ribbon, your twine, any of your threads, feed that one through, and then as we pull that together, what happens is you'll be able to see as it all folds in. Let's make sure we've got that one all nicely tucked in. So you'll see there.
Love it.
As you've got,
oh, that's cute, Craig.
Your little box. It comes together and it'll be held into place at the top by using your like your threads or your twine. Not forgetting as well, is you've still got all of these panels that you can be decorating all the way around the side. So this one here, or this one and this one, these two, if you die cut them, they're going to die cut as a separate element and you can stick them onto the panels. This one here, if you then pop it into place while you're die cutting the box, what that will do is cut into it and create a decorative aperture. Same with these triangles for along the top there, and you've also got all these little die cut components as well. And then just as you said, Joe, you do get step-by-step instructions written as well as pictures, and it also tells you what you're going to need to create a really simplistic one.
Awesome. If you want to recreate exactly what Craig has done there, you want to go for this collection first. And in here, you're going to get the Posy gift box in here, and you also get the Sweetheart gift box in that one. So that's one. $24.99 or $36.49 should be for one. You're actually getting two in there for that price, so a great, great deal. You're also getting as well, the other option for you is the Flutter Buy, along with the geometric gift bag. So you've got those two available to you as well. Now, Craig, do you think we should do demo of the show?
Let's go for it, Joe.
Okie doke. So let's do that, because then we need to do demo of the day, which I've got the earlier winner over here. So once we decide on this one, we'll have the face-off before the end of the show.
Right, so let's go for Everlasting Love. And then, what was the next one we done? Was it that one we done next?
I think so.
Teddy bear, yep. It was that one we done next, the teddy bear. Then we done the DL Circus one. See, now I think of Brittany, thanks to Joe.
All eyes on me in the corner of the ring, just like a circus.
Rose Quartz.
4.
And then we started off with the little trinket box, which I will not take offence as if you do not class that in part of the vote.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You have the power. You decide. I know what my favourite one is.
I think it's either going to be between 1 or
3. Yeah, I agree with you. But which is it going to be? You have got, let's say you've got 5 minutes to vote, and then Amy, our social media superstar, will count them up and send them over to me. So we're going to go back through some of your favourite collections of the show. Rose Quartz is where we are going to start because it is such a gorgeous collection. I'm going to start with the printed acetates that you've got here, because they are absolutely beautiful. So in here, what you've got those lovely sort of like curtain there. You've also got those swirls. You've got that wonderful pattern there. It's like a mosaic. And then finally, my favourite one is this one with the bubbles there on the side. So you've got all of those acetates in there. You've got multiples of those, I will add too. So you're getting that in there included. You are, of course, getting the inspiration sheet as well, as you always do, which is brilliant. But then you're getting your toppers. Now, with your toppers, you're going to get 8 sheets. There's 4 designs, 2 of each. I've only got 3 designs here, so you are going to get a 4th design, and you'll get 2 sheets of each, so you get 8 sheets in total. You're getting that. What we then have is your cardstock. Now, your cardstock, you've got 8 sheets of the printed 8 sheets of the printed and foiled, and the foiling is accent foiling, so it's really nice and classy. That's coming to you in there. What you're also then going to get is the concept cards. The concept cards, you get 4 of each, and you're also getting the envelopes and everything else that you need to go with those as well. So that's coming in there for you. Then the inserts. Now the inserts are great because they're really nice, lightweight. So you get those really lovely, expensive feeling, floaty inserts there in that one. And also, last but no means least, you are getting the little book in here too. 144 pages, 24 designs. You're getting 6 of each here within this one, which is fantastic. So if you are, like Craig, a fussy cutter, you're going to absolutely love putting that together. £30 or $45. Platinum members, you'll save £6 or $9 on top of that price as well, which is fantastic. There's been a lot of questions in the comments about what comes included with the Sunflower collection. Well, do you know what? I'm going to take you back through it, because it is a beautiful, beautiful collection. Now, you are paying for the Topper collection here, and you're getting the parchment and the inserts for free, which is awesome, isn't it? This is your parchment here, as you can see. Brilliant. You're also then getting the inserts. Let me just share these with you. Again, really lovely, the same imagery carried all the way through here on these, and a variation on styles with these inserts too, so nice to mix it up a little bit. You're getting those included. You're then going to get your Topper collection. Now with the Toppers, what's great is, of course, you're going to get the inspiration sheet there, as I mentioned, so you're getting that included, and then you're getting your Topper sheets. So what I love about these Hunkydory Topper sheets is they do use every single available space on here, and even the waste on these can be used as well, so you are getting incredible value for money. Remember as well with Hunkydory, it's all produced in-house as well by them in the northwest of England, in a place called Preston, not that far from where I live. So it's really great. That's why the quality is so amazing, but also the price is affordable. And then you're getting 16 sheets of cardstock. So you're getting 8 of the printed, 8 of the foiled and printed too. All of that coming in there, $19.99 or $28.99. These are the sort of things that you're going to be able to make with it. It really is beautiful and very, very versatile. 60% now of that one has sold out and gone. Now, I'm just going to move over here. I'm just going to grab this over. The Everlasting Memories is the next one that we've got for you. So let me share this with you. And again, of course, as always, you're getting that inspiration sheet included in there, which is excellent. Then we're going to move on to the Toppers for you. And again, as with all these collections in this style, you're going to get 8 sheets of Toppers. You're going to get 4 designs, 2 of each sheet. So double what I'm showing you here in essence. A really good variation of sizes. And I love that what they do is they give you, like with this one here, you got your Topper. You could have 1 frame, but no, they've actually given you 2 frames there, and then the edges are foiled as well, which is excellent. Then I've got here your cardstock. So 8 printed, 8 foiled and printed. So 16 sheets in total there on that. It's actually quite a nice amount of foiling on that one too. Then something we don't often see from Hunkydory are these double-sided papers. Now you get 12 of these, which is awesome. 4 designs in here, you get 3 of each. And they really are brilliant because of that double-sided element. So wonderful if you want to do small boxes and things that work well with those. They are coming included for you. You're then getting these, which are your inserts. And again, the same style as always with the inserts. You've got that lovely sort of muted artwork there on the inside of those, which is brilliant. And then this one's a bit different as well, because what you're actually getting in this one is you're getting a a tag pad in here, which is brilliant. And they are a bit like a little book, but then what you've got is this lovely end finish on them at the end. Just pop that out of there so I can show you. Do excuse me. Then at this end, what you've got is that lovely sort of finish on the top, and then a little hole punch in there as well, which is brilliant. So you can just pop a little ribbon through there, or a bit of twine or string, and that is ready for you to pop straight onto a glorious gift. I'm running out of room. I've got so much fabulousness in this show. Right, let's pop all those over there. Next, we're going to look at the DL pad. How are we doing on the stock of these? 80% gone here. I think we're moving towards that part of the show where you may need to check his baskets out if you've got these in there. Actually limited stock now. And actually on that note, Craig, the circus was the demo of the show, which I think was awesome. So yeah, if you could pop that over to me, I'll do the demo of the day in just a second. What you're going to get in here, 77 sheets in each of these. Really nice variation on the artwork too. And you've got, they're just beautiful. I think you're going to really love putting these together. So you've got your circus in there, and then you've also got foxy fun as well, with all of your foxes drawn in very much a cutesy style. Some of those images very sentiment led, and again a really nice variation on there, so lots of different things you're going to be able to do with them. I'll quickly again show you some of the finished samples that have been made using these, because they are absolutely gorgeous. And again, you'll see them here. Things like box cards they lend themselves to. We've also got larger cards. And then the fox ones, you can see, the great thing is with the DLs, some of them are landscapes, some of them are portraits. So again, don't think about just using them on a DL size. You can actually incorporate them into a whole host of different card sizes, which is awesome. So you've got that in there for you as well, which is brilliant. Absolutely love those. Now, I was going to do the teddy bear collection, but I can't, because it's sold out and gone. Right, are you going to bring that card over for me then, Craig?
Am I what, sorry?
You're going to pop that card over for me. I'm going to get yours off the shelf, your earlier one.
Okie doke.
All right, I'll
Will
come.
you come? And then in a moment we're ready to do the Gilded Flakes before we finish off.
So did I. I mean, I only asked him 3 times, Georgina, didn't I?
I didn't realise you wanted it there and then.
I'm only joking, Craig. It's fine, don't worry. You made me tea, so it's fair exchange, isn't it?
Doke.
So, demo of the day. Do you want the succulents? So earlier today, the succulents. Let's just go 1 and 2. So that's number 1. If you want the Sharon Callis Masterclass creation to win. Number 2 is the Hunkydory Circus. So you've got number 1 from the Sharon Callis Show Masterclass, or number 2. Is it better with 1 or 2? With or without? I do feel like an optician. I don't know why. You have got 4 minutes. 4 minutes to vote on the card of the day, and then one of those will be going up onto the Cabinet of Creativity. You're going to have quite a lot of entrants this week, aren't you, Craig, which is brilliant. You've got 2 full days, so maybe Craig is eyeing that 3rd win. We will see. Gilding flakes available for you on the show. You've got the gold, the copper and the silver of those. Very rarely we have all 3 of them together, and you've got a brilliant little discount on there too. These are incredible. It always amazes me when I see your tub of them, Craig, because obviously they come in a tiny little pot, don't they? Yep. But you pop them in those big plastic tubs and they're like, up they go.
Yeah, that's it. So I've got here, so within this is actually 2 tubs worth in here. So as Joe was saying, they do come in an individual little tub. Now, do have a spare container, because once you open that tub, there is no way on this earth that you're going to get them back in that little small container, because they all expand. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use one of our dies to show really how well the Gilded Flakes from Hunkydory work. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to use some of their double-sided adhesive sheets, and that's your sticky mitts here. Same idea, well, same concept, or same idea, as I said there, of our double-sided adhesive sheets. So what I'm going to do is I've got a bit of white smooth stamping card. So let's trim it down slightly to just enough to cover this cardstock here. So what I want to do is, if I then take the backing off here, so I'm going to take that off. Don't bin this, because I use these for anything that I've used my foam pads. I take the backing off my foam pads and then I stick the decoupage down, and it's a quick release to actually use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my cardstock over the top here. And then what I'm going to do is I wouldn't necessarily use my scissors or my guillotine, because that's going to gunk up the edges. So I would use my craft knife along the edges to get rid of that remaining bit. What you could always do as well is you could come along and dip this into the gilding flakes, and that would give you a gilded border. So if I go to turn this around now, we have got an adhesive backed card layer. So what I'm then going to do is let's bring in a piece of the red adorable scoreable, which is from the Teddy Bear Loves set.
Was from.
That's
the Teddy Bear Loves set.
Unfortunately. And funny enough, I did hear you say that as well, but I was too busy just getting sorted when it comes to the gilding wax.
The craft glue pen is also limited, Craig. In anyone's basket, they need to check it out, just to let them know. I wouldn't want them to miss out on that.
Definitely don't want to miss out on that one. That's a good alternative to maybe that you don't have our, where is it? You maybe don't have your little glue applicator with our tacky glue. I've got my Hunkydory pen.
It's like a little preloaded one, isn't it?
It's like a preloaded pen, yeah. Tiny little nozzle bit at the top, and then that just takes the glue out. So fine for any of your intricate die pieces. Now I've gone in with our large Create a Card die, this one being our ornate cross here. And then what
These
I'm
were
going to
so
do...
busy, weren't they, when we launched
They
these?
were so busy. Really, really were. And, you know, I know why, because they're simply phenomenal. And to make sure I get an extra crisp, clean cut, I have just included my metal shim into place. So let's bring in our layer again that we've already coated with the sticky mitts. And as this one comes out, let's take our layer out here. And then what we can do is let's take all these bits out. So we're going to have to, typical, I should have probably die cut this bit beforehand. Let's go in with our tool.
I've got the results, Craig.
Oh, have you?
It was so close, it had to be recounted twice.
Really?
Yeah. And the winner is the circus card.
Ah.
I wasn't expecting that.
But yeah,
I
I
must
was.
say, I thought it was going to be the succulent collection, but
Did
the
you?
card of the day, going up into the cabinet of creativity, is that gorgeous circus card with the horse, as we found out it was. It actually has a feather on its head, Craig, not a horn. Is what that is.
Well, I did know it had
Not bad.
the feather, but I was looking closely to see if it had its horn to be a unicorn or not. So what we can do is, what am I like for time? Oh, we're just about there. I might have to just go with what I've already got
Go with what you
cut
got.
here. Yep. Still going to show it off, not to the best of its ability, but it's going to show off the idea of the gilding wax. I keep saying gilding wax. Gilding flakes.
Oh, I thought you said gilding whack then, like hitting someone.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is, if I take this bit here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into our double-sided adhesive sheet. So I'm just going to take that rogue bit here. You would, of course, take all the bits out, and let's take that excess away. So what I'm going to do is I need to trim it just quickly. This is then going to go on top of the layer, but what's going to happen is we're going to be left with all this aperture bit is going to have your sticky adhesive on the back.
Ah, I see what you've done here.
Then what we can do is come along with our gilding flakes, and then we can pop it in between. So let's take that
This
top
is a great
layer.
way of using this. I never thought of this.
I love doing it this way. This is how primarily I will use my gilding flakes in this way. Let's take our backing off, and let's come in with our image. I'm annoyed that I didn't take all these bits out beforehand, but let's take
Such a
that bit.
perfectionist, Craig.
So here we go, and then if we gently press that down, take that waste bit and press it all into place. Now what we're left with is all of this is all sticky. So come in with your gilding flakes. Now what I've got is here, now this is kind of like a little squishy sponge, specifically for gilding flakes. You don't get it with them, but you can get them very inexpensively on your, you know, Amazon, eBay, all these stores.
Okay. So just a little light sponge, is it?
It is, yeah.
Not
I
too
wouldn't
scratchy.
use the back of the kitchen sponge, you know, that real
Yeah.
coarse end, because that's just going to scrape.
But could you use a soft side of a kitchen
If you've got a
sponge?
soft side, yeah, you can start to use that one. But this is kind of like, it's a bit like netty. It's kind of got
Okay.
like a net effect. But what we can then do is go in and take all of this excess off. Always do it into the container so that you're not wasting anything. Make sure that the window's not open, the fan's not on. Basically, you're not talking like I'm doing. Otherwise, it blows all over the
Right.
place. But look
Oh, that's awesome.
at that.
It's kind of like gold leaf, isn't it,
It
Craig?
is, yeah. It is. Oh, lost it overhead. Here we go. So we can
Beautiful.
see, look at that. Do you know something though? I quite like those little bits that are still in place. So here we go. So that is how you can then be using your gilding wax. Alternatively, what you can do is use your double-sided tape or your tape runner, do your strips, pop your gilding wax on them, and then they are then going to be giving you your mats and layers as well if you want to do it in that way.
Awesome, absolutely fantastic. a great show it's been. Don't forget to check out your baskets as well if you want to secure those, and a lot of those items looking very, very low in stock now. It's going to be a great day tomorrow because it's a triple Joe and Craig day. I mean, what more could you want? Wake up call with Craig. I'll be joining Craig on that, of course, midday in the UK here, 7 a.m. East Coast time. We'll also have a craft along with the advanced twist and pop, which will be brilliant. That's coming up at 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern. And then Colour Me Happy. Myself and Craig tomorrow, of course, with the new Connie Fong Angel Inspiration. No Charlotte tomorrow as well. I didn't know this. We're going to be with Johnny and Adam tomorrow. That'll be a blast from the past, won't it, Craig?
No, I didn't know
so that'll be great. Thanks, Craig. I've had a brilliant day today.
I've had a brilliant day and I can't wait for tomorrow as well. Thank you so much, and thank you for the love on the Facebook Live with Hunkydory. But I'll see you tomorrow, Joe.
We've got ourselves in progressively more trouble as the week's gone on, so let's see if we can top it tomorrow. Who knows?
It's Friday, and it's
It
real Friday
is
for me.
Real Friday. Make sure you check out your baskets. Don't miss out on anything. If you're stateside, have a great, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're here in the UK, enjoy your evening. We'll see you back here for another full day tomorrow. Take care. Bye.